Uh, Hello everyone. Let me welcome Monojit, my friend, one of the finest film director from the film industry. I've done a couple of works till date in Hindi as well as in Bengali, and we have an interesting subject to speak on. But before I introduce him to you, let me ask Smriti to introduce Monojit, and we can take it forward from there. Smriti, over to you.
Good evening, sir, and good evening to all of you. So, today we have Mr. Monojit with us. He is director, actor, writer, and thespian at media. He has started his career as a theater artist and then a freelance actor. His hard work and dedication gave him opportunity to direct movies like Vidhan, Vidhan with Manoj Rai and Make Up Te Breakup, serials like Sonar Hodi, Udan, and many other movies. He has also done some short movies like Pandu. He has done many Bengali serials and corporate films and also won many awards for his contribution to Bengali film industry. The list for his work goes on and on. So now let us hear from Mr. Monojit.
Monojit,
Over
over
to
to
you.
you.
Hi, this is Monojit here. I have known Arijit from a few years now, and we have been friends. We have planned few projects together, and we have moved forward for a lot of things. But eventually, it didn't happen. But in future, near future, it will definitely happen. Today, we gathered here for a lot of things in this after experiencing this lockdown, because it's in world every filmmaker and art fraternity or internet entertainment industry is suffering. Not only our industry, every industry is suffering. And how we can cope up after this COVID-19 and how our life will be, we are here to discuss all that. And I will ask Orijit to initiate the topic, and later on I will come down.
Well, we have an interesting topic actually. We have an interesting topic called what will be the future? What is the film industry looks like after COVID? So I'll ask you if you can put some light regarding how shootings will be done, how you can take care of the production process, couple of technical aspects, because in film shooting or any kind of ad media, we know that there are a lot of people who are working in the back end instead of the faces which we can see in the real media itself. If you look at TV, if you look at movie theater halls, the uh, screen maybe consists of 10 to 12 people inside a movie, but in the back end approx 250 to 300 people are working, and that's the kind of hard work, that's the kind of size of one single small beat that comes up in the movie, as a entertainment. So my question to you, what do you feel in your future, how you can cope up with the same, how you can start the shooting, how you can take care of all these actors and actresses, and what will be the scene for you?
See, first I want to focus on few means earlier pandemic, like when plague happened, or when even when Ebola happened, when Spanish flu happened. What happened when these kind of situations come to human life? Then everything stops, and after that there is a post pandemic situation where the entertainment and creative works all are inclined through the process. Like if we have to shoot after COVID, then we have to take few measurements. Like we can't shoot uh, as we used to shoot before. We have to take few measures. And second thing, that still we didn't get any medicine or vaccine. So basic thing is that while shooting a cinema or ad or TV productions, anything, we have to maintain the guideline by what guideline government will give us to do, because we have to maintain social distancing over there. We can't actually design scenes where uh, like earlier we used to design scenes in different aspects, but that aspects will change, and we have to design the thing in different order. We have to be technically more sound to equip things where it can be done through a few animations, multimedia, because the gathering and closeness of characters shouldn't means will not be entertained nowadays. Before uh, if we get medicine or vaccination, things will start changing. But right now we have to take measures. We have to make short teams, and we have to keep an hygiene environment to shoot for COVID-19.
I feel the best possible solution is you get things done in a small segment. For an example, if you are doing some kind of makeup, then maybe if you have actor and actress, maybe the leads can have their own makeup in their own caravan or something like that, and the rest of the people can get it done one by one. So there is a time gap that you need to take care of. There is a, you can say, production process that you guys need to take care of. What's your comment on that? Is it possible from
Uh, basic,
one?
basically, if we are planning to start shootings, then we have to use that PPE kits and all up to every guys who are involved in the shooting process. And second of all, whereas makeup and all these things concerned, we have to maintain the hygiene thing, and we have to thoroughly check each and every individual that he is infected or not. Otherwise, you can't just call upon a guy and tell them to do this kind of work, because it will create a, what do you call, is they will create something that every guy will get infected through
You know what?
through each and every
Actually, I think
singles.
before you start shooting, I think the best possible option is you go for a flu testing. There is a
Yeah.
yeah, so there is a remote testing method through which you can test your flu or influenza. If you have that, it's better to not to have that kind of crew into your shooting process. That's the first option that you maybe you
Yeah.
need to take care of. Coming back to the point of Tollywood industry, I'll be more focusing on the Tollywood. And
Yeah.
so if you look at the Tollywood industry, there are few situations where you need to take
I
care
would
of.
like to comment. So I would like to say one thing.
Your,
See, Tollywood industry is not segregated among film industry or television industry or something. It's a industry of entertainment industry. The people who are involved in still shoots, they are only involved in TV shoots. They are only involved in film shoots. So if we have all, means we are here to talk about the entertainment industry basically. See, if these things happen, then we have to take measures in still shoots also, because
I'll tell you the reason why I'm talking about Tollywood specifically, and why not making it more generic. If you look at the Bengal, the uh, the atmosphere of Bengal, atmosphere, I mean to say, the climate of Bengal is far more different than the other states. If you look at, say, Goa is not that kind of cold state, right? You get different kind of wind, different kind of sun rays. The weather is different, so your shooting process is different over there. When you talk about location, if you go to Shimla, the Shimla weather is different. So when you talk about Bengal do have a beautiful structure. If you go towards seasides will give you a different kind of atmosphere. If you go towards the Darjeeling area, that area is different. So when I talk about taking measure, when you talk about doing shooting, do you feel that all those outdoor shootings will happen and people can take the measure? Because I feel
no. I genuinely feel that we should take the help of graphics and chroma shoot, because it's not possible to take whole unit to outdoor and shoot for time being. So in that case, we have to introduce the graphics things, the chroma thing, and VR thing to equip all the outdoor shoots, and where we can do the chroma shoot, and we merge the two how we do chroma shoot only. So this is the kind of thing that we can do for time being, because for outdoor shoot you need lot of people, you need lot of infrastructure to do outdoor shoot. And in that place, you can't manage to testify each and every guy who come around, and if he is positive or negative. In that case, I will suggest my fellow directors that if you want to shoot outdoor, just shoot in a chroma way, because that is the best possible way, I think, to avoid this infection.
Do you feel the budget will permit? Do you feel the
Yeah, I will come on that. See, what happened whenever this kind of situations happen, mainly entertainment industry runs through the money that other business generate. As simple as that. Other business generate money, they give money to us, we create entertainment, and people get entertained. This is a cycle. So if each and every industry get affected, we will also get affected.
true?
What is the problem is that filmmaker like us, the budding filmmaker, will face the more challenges. Excuse me. Because see, people will definitely go to such directors who are still established one or big name in the industries to avoid losses. So what will happen, that lot of films were happening earlier will come to an stagnant position. And there is also a good possibilities, because there are a lot of online podiums, they are supporting us. So what we have to do, we have to make the budget very small, and we have to give a good creative product, so that we can make a good creative product in a small budget. And whereas we can involve little people, but the production value or the production quantity of the production will go high, but the value of the production will come down. In that case, people will get work, and they will
So you're talking
definitely
about
enjoy having works and all.
you're Monojit, you're more talking about my language. If you remember, we used to talk in that line. I was telling you that near future we'll get more OTT kind of movies instead of only the big budget movies, and people
Yeah,
get to use their own smartphone to watch the entertainment. Do you remember we used to talk about the same? So on the same note,
long earlier we were
yeah,
planning for that
exactly.
only.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Okay. On the
See,
same
my
line,
point is that that I was always in support of making good cinema in a little budget. Means
true.
but here, whereas I support that film should be made in a proper technical way. It's not like we are shooting in a mobile and we can make your budget concise, and you should shoot a film like a film. You should follow a basic guideline of a
True,
film, so
true.
that
See, for a
your
filmmaker, give me a
artwork
second.
should be good.
For a filmmaker, it doesn't matter. I mean, whether you are using a high professional camera or you are using a low professional camera, it actually
Yeah,
depends on the storyline, depends on how you are
yeah.
visualizing the whole storyline. And
I will come to that also.
yeah, give me a moment.
See,
So give me a moment. Give me a moment. So
yeah.
talk about OTT movies, the OTT movie platform. Uh, am I audible? Can you hear me properly?
You're audible.
So the
Am I audible?
yeah, you are 100%.
Yeah.
So the OTT movies platform, if you look at that particular segment, if I go to the high level budget movies like 300, 300 is done almost 90% inside the studio instead of an outdoor shooting area. It was all chroma.
Yeah.
Okay? It was all VFX that happened. And the movie was a blockbuster super hit movie. Okay, people watched it multiple times. So when you talk about concept, that was a solo concept, the storyline, which connects people. It doesn't matter whether you have a large budget or you have a low budget. It doesn't matter whether you have a big name in the industry or you have a small name in the industry, right? It happens about the people connect. And I can see lot of OTT movies are coming up, lot of short stories are coming up where people are becoming celebrities. So when I go back to your traditional movie making process, what's your thought about the future industry? Should we go with, say, in a month, should we go with 10 different short stories, make money, and then go for maybe a traditional one movie in a month? Or should we go for maybe two big budget movie and stop doing production of the short story based movies? What's your thought?
No. Exactly. See what happened. See, India saw crisis means we have seen crisis in 50s.
Yep.
After that, we generally didn't see crisis because after World War, crisis was not there. So after this pandemic, Indian filmmaker and Tollywood filmmaker will get a new way of seeing cinema. First of all, second of all, again, I am not talking about the finance segment. First, I am talking about the creative
Creative.
segment.
Yes.
See, what happened when this kind of pandemic stops human life, there are a lot of ways. Because if you see plague, after plague, there are a lot of upannas, means novel, a lot of films that has means effect of plague in them, in that genre or that kind of film. So in right now, what happened? People will explore this thing, that the emotions that this COVID generated. Then, if we make short stories from this and deliver, it will also means you use lot of audience, and they will people are there to know what happened to every individual in COVID. One people will tell a story of a people who was coming from Delhi to Calcutta. Different one people will tell a story about a filmmaker stuck in a room for 150 days. One people will tell a entire story what happened to COVID worldwide. He will make a film. One people will tell that one night I was sitting and I was having my coffee and I was thinking about the COVID and I was getting sick. One people will play with the mental thing, that what has gone to psychic level of human, what has gone to emotional level of human, what has been impact on relationship. So whatever topic you choose, the length of the film decides from that only. So basically my focus is, make a film, make a short film, doesn't matter, make whatever you want, analyze it, that what should we make from this. Means I am having a coffee.
In a nutshell, you actually give a nice output to the audience. You want to give something thoughtful. You want to give some food for thought for these guys. It's not about making a movie and only making a money, right? So you want to give some kind
No,
of thought, food for thought to the audience, and food for thought will actually generate few bit of currency for few level of industrialist. So talking on the same, I have a very beautiful question. I have a interesting question to ask. Uh, what is the requirement of entertainment in the world? I mean, can't we run without
see,
entertainment?
no, see, here lies something. See, entertainment right now is in different league, because see, world has never seen this kind of situation after World War II. After World War II, world has seen this kind of situation because Ebola or SARS or MERS haven't given this kind of situation to us. So full lockdown situation, after this full lockdown situation, every human being has time to analyze themselves. They analyze themselves, and whenever a people or a human being analyze own self, he get composed. And he gets calm. So in that case, people will definitely search for what happened in different people's life. How can they know? There is only one way to know, that is information. Now, if they want to know the things through information, they have to go for the news channel. And it is not possible for the news channel to get every individual story to you. There lies the entertainment. There lies we people. We are there to talk about different individuals' life or different places where we have just experienced or cultivated the story or nectared the story from them. So basically, entertainment with this information will make money. People will come and see this because everyone is interested what happened after this. Because no one has work, everyone is frustrated, Every individual is frustrated, and they are sitting at home. They are doing nothing. They are just analyzing themselves. Is it? So there are people, and they are having interest of people have to choose that kind of aspect where a filmmaker will tell them a different story. What happened to a person who come walking from Delhi to Calcutta? The emotion of that person, or an emotion of a wealthy guy who is stuck in America and his father dies over here. The emotions. So here, if we play with the good emotions, people will give money to watch that. And simply as that, because they have experienced every situation through news, through
So
themselves, through everything.
you're actually talking about people connect instead of talking
Yeah,
about only storyline. So it's not about only food for thought. Rather, you're talking about connecting people and connecting their emotions.
yeah. Film
And
is about connecting
okay,
people.
here lies another interesting question. Playing with emotion. How much emotions usually you are playing? Okay, I differ on one of your point. You're saying people are stuck at home; they don't have anything to do. Well, in my company, Virtual Infocom, we have been working fully. There is no gap of working.
No. I am telling
Hold on,
about
hold on. Man, hold on.
larger aspect of
Hold
people.
on, hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
2017, end of 2017, we went fully online. I told you that. Most probably you remember that part. We are working, all my employees are working from their residence for the last 2 years. So pandemic really didn't affect us. In fact, you can see the new recruited people, they are there in the meeting. They have been working from home. They don't have any kind of issues. Rather, people are enjoying more. So let me give you one interesting aspect of life. When you talk to, in general, in the market, that you are working from home but you're a professional, people used to laugh at you once upon a time. Oh, you are working from home, you don't have any job. Now when you have the news that TCS is moving their employee strength into work from home mode, and by 2025 they will go fully automated online or something similar to that, people are realizing, okay, that's a new trend. So that's a people mindset. The same mindset stuff, do you feel as a filmmaker? We do it each and every time in the gaming. So but do you feel as a filmmaker you are playing with a lot of emotions, you're playing with a lot of love, you're playing with a lot of activities that happens in the real world? Like people can go for suicide by watching a movie, people can go in a depression by watching a movie, and on the same time people can become happy. They can see themselves as a hero who is fighting in the celluloid screen. So do you feel that you guys are actually playing with lot of emotions, and you have a deep responsibility to make people happy instead of becoming sad? So I believe entertainment plays a very vital role to engage people with their daily life. They don't realize it, but our neuron, our nervous system are acting on the same. There are hormonal secretion that happens when you watch a movie which is a good movie, and then you become happy. Maybe you're having a happy sleep, maybe you're having a happy life, maybe you're having a happy day after watching a good content. So your thoughts on the same?
See, I am first I will tell you a short story. Okay,
Sure.
from my side on. See, suppose I am a guy, I have a hot, good-looking girlfriend, and I am a filmmaker, and she works in different places, or she studies in college. So whenever she come to us after making love and all, we used to talk a lot. So then she tells me that he's this teacher, math teacher, he is worst, he's bad looking, he smells, he's string. And I used to laugh. Suppose I will laugh at it. Arey, chalo theek hai. Then one fine day she will come down to me and she will tell that, see, math teacher has been transferred, so there is a new math teacher. And the sir is so hot, sir is so good, sir is so kind. When she will tell all that thing, my human mind will generate something, because we always celebrate the hatred. That's the basic point. So if you want to play with the emotions, you have to play with everything, because if you don't make a people sad, you can't make him happy. And if you make
Very
a
sure.
people happy, then you can make him sad,
Okay.
isn't it? That's not the point. So
I
if
think it's
you
opposite. I mean, it's opposite. If you can make someone happy, you can make someone sad. I mean, it's difficult to make
yeah,
someone happy. Trust me.
no, it's easy, because
Sure.
for me, I think, for me, it's my personal view. I think a film should have lot different kind of emotions.
True.
It's a roller coaster ride, and a person should always go out with a sunlight. Means, if you are sad, you should have a means you should have a thought of growing up, or rising up, or signing up.
Mhm.
So that thing should be there. There should be a positivity, the outcome of positivity from your project. But it can be sad, it can be good, but it should be have a good positivity and a good emotional roller coaster ride. That's what I think for a
Super.
movie, from a perspective of a storyteller.
Super. Super. So I think with this note, we have got a interesting output about the movie industry and the kind of situation we are going to face. And I believe that we are going to have that kind of roller coaster life and roller coaster entertainment post COVID.
See, lot of things I want to, again, I want to specify a lot of things. See, film industry, TV industry will grow again. No way it can be stopped down, because it is some sponsors things, and there are viewers who are waiting for their entertainment world to get TV content. There are a lot of audiences are there, so there will be no problem for TV industries. The industry which will get affected, that is that online industries, means our OTT platforms and film, where I will request emerging filmmaker to rather concentrating on film, concentrate on OTP, means OTP platforms, where we can generate money, we can go to people and we can generate money, but keeping in mind that your budget should permit things, and you should make a professional work with little quantity of people, but you should make it a professional work. It shouldn't look like that I have a time, I have a camera, and I make a movie. Make a professional work. It can take 1% or it can have 90%, that depends on your project, but make it a professional work, because making an unprofessional work just send message to your young fellows that you can make a movie by this kind of things, and that is not true. So I would rather suggest that making a good content and thinking of business aspect is more important in this pandemic. Don't think only emotionally, think business as a business perspective also. I would rather say that you have to think in both way, because your emotions is your film and your business aspect is your livelihood. So for living, you have to think of business. So basically, I think rather concentrating on film, you should concentrate on OTP platforms and all together, I think.
True. True.
And you have to change the way of seeing cinema, because world will not be same, political situations will not be same. See, I believe that every filmmaker is actually a politician. Every filmmaker.
True.
Every
They're
filmmaker.
actually dealing with they're actually dealing with a lot of stuff, honestly speaking. And I'm
Yeah.
really
So
happy, Monojit. I'm really happy. I need to go for a closing note. We have a limited
yeah,
time for the session, so I'm really happy that nowadays filmmakers are thinking of doing things beyond the boundaries. People are thinking about creating content which is more people centric, more content centric, more life centric, instead of making only, um, I mean, a movie without emotions, only fun, or maybe only with action. And it was in my dreams that someday people will go with small contents and they will put everything where people can access it from the home. And I'm really happy that this is happening, because I saw this kind of stuff in out of India states, and I saw it in a couple of European countries, that people are actually being entertained with smart devices instead of going to only the movie theater hall. There are complete different kind of marketing strategy for the same. There is a digital revolution that is going to come, and that is going to hit the market. If people can't go for it, it's difficult. And I feel we are there for any kind of help that is needed, at least from the industry perspective. We'll be more than happy to join hands with all the filmmakers that is there, going to make their own content popular, making money, bringing the business, bringing the so-called proper structured investment. Structured investment cannot happen in a particular movie. It can only happen from a company's point of view. It can only happen when a proper fund is investing money into a proper content making company,
Yeah, yeah.
not an individualistic approach. That's not going to help the industry. Rather, it's going to help individuals. So helping individuals will not uplift the whole industry. And I guess it's a collaborative approach. Industry, movies, entertainment industry, the real industry, technology industry, along with the service industry, need to go hand in hand, and that's the way to grow. With this note, thank you, Monojit, for coming here. Thank you for sharing
Thank you,
your
everyone.
views. It's an interesting discussion. We can go on like the old times, but yes, for the sake of the session, uh, let me have the permission to close it for now, and we'll go for a blast. Wait for the same. Thank you so much, audience, and thank you, Monojit, for the same.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you, sir.